Welcome to my book criticism corner. If this book had a brutally honest tagline, it would be immature in both content and execution, but still a good time. The romance in this book is well paced. The characters are compelling, which I think is one of these authors' fortes, but they do feel a little bit caricaturish in how extremely they occupy their archetypes. This book has pretty intricate and interesting world building, but it trips over itself a little bit in its eagerness to be like, hey, look at all this stuff I made up. This book is not this author's debut novel, but it was written before their previously released debut novel. So they wrote this book, and then they released a series of 3 books, and then they released this book. So even though it's not a debut novel, it is kind of this author's first novel work that we have access to right now. And I think that's part of what gives it that immatureness. It doesn't really feel like a seasoned author writing it. I felt the ending wasn't very satisfying and it was a little bit rushed, which is something that I also think is true of this author's 3-part series. At the end of the day, this is just a quick, feel-good read, and it does deliver on that, even though I think it could be technically a little better. I feel like you probably haven't guessed what books it is because it's a little bit obscure, but I am talking about Swords Crossed by Freya Marske. I love Freya. I really love her writing. I would give this book a 2.5 out of 5, which some people might call a little bit harsh, but I just don't think it's her best work. And again, it's like I said, I think it has a lot of problems that debut novels often have. It just sort of feels like a book pretending to be a real book rather than a real book, you know? But it's still good. It's still like good writing. It just feels inexperienced. And yeah, I still really enjoyed, like I said, it delivers as just like a quick, feel-good read if that's what you're looking for. So I definitely recommend it. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe. See you next time.